Welcome everybody, every person, every cat, every dog, every bird. Welcome. I'm going to start off this video by saying what I literally say in every single freaking video. I'm excited for this one, but, just hear me out. This is literally my favorite anime ever. Of course, there's like animes that are obviously a lot better than Inuyasha, but here's the thing, right? I love this show. I've always loved it. I go back and rewatch it constantly. I love it. Basically, what we're looking at here is pretty obvious. We have a figure, PBS, PBS. We have a PVC figure of Inuyasha, and it's freaking glorious. We can see the best boy ever, Inuyasha, at the very front, wielding the Tetsaiga, which is amazing. And the box overall, I will say, is pretty simple, but straight to the point. It tells you that it's by Hobby Max. Beautiful glossy letters here that are not extruded, actually. They're indented. Huh. But they reflect beautifully in the light. And then, of course, you have it in, like, the Japan? What is wrong with me today? Of course, I'm like too excited or something. I don't know. But we have it, of course, in like a Japanese style all around, and it's very, very beautiful with a shot of Inuyasha here at the front. If we look to the side, at the side here we have Inuyasha again in that beautiful glossy finish there. And what's really striking about it too is that I can't really see it as well like this, but there we go. This thing really is gorgeous, and I think it just adds like that nice, classy, maybe even elegant look to packaging, and it doesn't have to go all out. The back here, of course, I cannot read Japanese, which again, I've said this in one of my actually earlier videos. I should just learn at this point because I want to know what's on the box. But I know that it tells you a couple things. It tells you who the sculptor is, who the manufacturer is, and all that good stuff, which I like to talk about it later. So we'll get to that when we get to that. This side here, exact same thing as we saw on that side. So let's just go ahead and open it. Always note this, but there's tape here, on this side, and on this side, which I've conveniently opened for you guys, so you don't have to watch. Once we do that, you just open. This thing is massive. Yeah, this thing is pretty big. Wow. But it looks like it's packaged wonderfully so that, you know, it doesn't come broken, which we do not want whatsoever. Let's go ahead and release Inuyasha. Not from a tree this time, but from plastic. I'm using its brethren. Oh! Tetsaiga's falling! Oh! Ooh! Okay, and let's go ahead and... Here's Tetsaiga. It's so detailed. It's kind of insane. A little bit more plastic there, but I have to remove. But I just wanted to show you. Wow, this thing is so freaking cool. The amount of detail on this thing alone. His beads are floating. I was gonna say the wire. The string there's floating as well. And the biggest thing that I'm noticing is for sure the shading. I feel like my hands are too dirty to hold this. What in the world? Look at the amount of like the very subtle blue gray tones to get emphasis on his hair. Because I do say it's like a silver. You want some extra detail? Look at that. Very, very nice. Very detailed. I know that's the only word I know apparently. But even down to his toes? What is this? Look at his nails? I guess we both got our nails done, huh? Okay, I need to be careful with putting him down because it looks like he's fighting the cup. Look at this. That's amazing. But I just want to be careful because like his hair are like more fragile parts here, the string. So I just want to make sure that that's, you know, out of the way. We have the base. Oh my goodness. Not sure if this is referencing. Oh my goodness, this is so freaking detailed. But here are the things that I look for, right? The small highlights, and let me zoom in so you can really see this. The small highlights on the very tips of the rock there. You have shading at the bottom in between the crevices, which would, you know, you'd actually see in the rocks and stuff. So that's very nice. I don't know if these were hand painted or not. Probably were. Look at his little feet. His little feet mark. Mark? Let's get him settled in here. I want to be a little more careful too because... Okay, so you push him down a little bit just to get him settled in actually there. Okay, let's just... Carefully? Nah, something's not right here. He's supposed to be... Oof. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I usually like to put it on screen, but that was actually a pretty tight fit. And I wanted to be as careful as possible because that was a little bit stressful. I don't know how else to say it if I'm being honest. But there's no instructions, obviously. There didn't come in the box. What you saw is what you got. The thing is just that it's obvious because his feet are gonna be there exactly perfectly lined to the toes. The outline of the toes here at the bottom of the base. And so you know what direction it's going in. The problem was just that, yeah, like, it's a little bit of a tight fit, so you kind of just have to jimmy it in there and be very careful because I was sweating. I'm gonna be honest. But let's see if I can put Tetsaiga in here without any further delays, I guess. There's a small little teeny tiny hole here that you want to put Tetsaiga on, and it is going to be this way. So we're going to slip that into his hand. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, we did it. I cannot tell you how difficult that was. And I am not exaggerating. I tried recording me fitting the pieces in there, but it was such a tight fit. I did not want to risk it. I didn't want to risk it. I put the camera down, I fit it, and it ended up going in. But damn, that was tight. A little bit, I don't know how I feel about that if I'm being honest. And he's still kind of like floating a little bit, like. And it's not like they make it a secret where they want it to go. They tell you where everything is supposed to go. The big issue is that you have a couple of gaps here at the bottom. And particularly his feet. Like, you see that? I'm able to put my whole nail under here. And it makes me wonder if I'm putting it in wrong, but truly, like, what other way is there to put it? That's basically it. You see Tetsaiga's still a little wobbly here. And I'm assuming he's supposed to go all the way in. But the problem with that is that it literally won't. And I don't want to break it. Very odd. His rocks and everything are different here. But this is definitely the way it's supposed to go. You're supposed to have this right here holding up Tetsaiga. And then he's holding that bad boy right there. I will say though, other than that fitment, I don't know, like struggle, he looks so good. Oh my goodness. What the heck? That aside, everything else looks phenomenal. The paint job is really clean. I don't see any bleeding or anything. towards any part of the model, really, actually. My only issue that I was having was literally the fitment and the little gap right here that you see on his foot. But look, if you see here, it aligns perfectly with his curve. So maybe that's just the way it is. The painting on the rocks look amazing. His kimono looks absolutely beautiful. There's no bleeding here on from the white to the red. And the details are, even the small ones are there. They're definitely not lacking. That's still bothering me a little bit. But I don't think that's okay, we're just gonna start harping on that. Let's talk about all the, I guess, details, product features, specs. Even though it's technically not tech, but obviously the series is from Inuyasha. This is Inuyasha himself, and the show is called Inuyasha, so it's pretty self-explanatory. If you somehow haven't seen the show yet, go watch it. The manufacturer is Hobby Max, Japan specifically. And the sculptor, I tried looking it up, it only says Hobby Max. The material type is PVC and ABS figure with base. Approximately, he is almost 9.5 inches tall. So he's kind of big. He's a 1/7 scale figure. So that's pretty awesome, honestly. I think the size is just fine. When you're a collector, obviously you're going to be collecting figures, and a ton of big ones are kind of insane to try to store. I have Bowser back there, you can't see him, but I have the Amaterasu bust. Those are huge, so trying to house them is a little bit tedious sometimes, so I think this scale is absolutely perfect, if I'm being honest. As for price, I actually did end up getting this directly from Amazon Japan. And when it comes to price, the total amount that I paid for Inuyasha, and I believe he's still available in other places for around the same price, but on Amazon Japan they had him for 14,620 yen. And then obviously, like, if you want to convert that to dollars, which is the currency that I use in my country, it's $127.91. So for a figure like this, no issues whatsoever paying that. I think this is a fantastic price for this type of figure. And yeah, I really do enjoy it. Is that the right word? I really do enjoy it. That's pretty much it, honestly. I do have Shishomaru coming. I will spoil that right now. I was really hoping that they would come together, but unfortunately, of course, shipping delays. It's actually thrown like my entire schedule off balance and just all over the place. There is no schedule now, basically. But understandably, with everything that's going on, that's just the way it's gonna be. So as soon as things are coming in, that's just how I'm reviewing them now. And I'll do a separate one on Shishomaru because he is also a sight to behold. I'm really hoping that he will be a little bit easier to put, but we'll see when he comes around. Let me know what you think. Also, I want to hear what your favorite character is from Inuyasha. I'm basic, of course. It's Inuyasha! Don't say Shishomaru. That's the wrong answer. Inuyasha's the best boy. Shishomaru is the next best boy. However, Kagome's like second. It goes Inuyasha, Kagome, Shishomaru, and then Kikyo can be on the very bottom of that list. Anyways, I'm gonna have Rico come up here and look at Inuyasha. He has to. Like, he's loafing on the ground, but he has to look at Inuyasha because it's honestly, it's an obligation of his. When I tell you this little boy was napping in the cutest way ever, I literally mean that. He was so cute and he was just loafing on the ground, and then I went to go pick him up and he was just so cute. But here he is, he's checking Inuyasha out. I would say Rico likes him. Look at him. Alright, well, I would say Rico thinks this is a fantastic figure. I know he's getting a little cut off there. He's he's staring at the beads. But I would say this is very successful. We have our little handsome boy here checking it out. He seems very well pleased, and I hope you are too, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Until then, I will see you guys next time, and have a good day. Let's say, have a good day. Bye. You wanna say bye? Come here. Yeah, come say bye. Oh my goodness. Why are you so cute?